Intro. In the harsh world of the African wilderness, survival is never guaranteed. Every creature must fight for food, territory, and life itself. Few rivalries are as legendary as the battle between the mongoose and the spitting cobra. One is a fast, fearless hunter with lightning reflexes. The other is a deadly serpent capable of delivering venom with astonishing accuracy. When these two predators meet, the encounter becomes a brutal test of speed, intelligence, and instinct. Number 7. The silent encounter. The battle often begins in complete silence. A mongoose may be searching for insects, rodents, or eggs when it suddenly notices movement in the grass. A spitting cobra, sensing danger, rises from the ground and spreads its hood in a dramatic warning display. At this stage, neither animal wants to waste energy on a fight. The cobra hopes its intimidating posture will scare the mongoose away, while the mongoose carefully studies its opponent. It circles at a safe distance, watching for any sudden strike. The tension is enormous because both animals understand the danger. The cobra's venom can cause severe injury or death, and a direct bite could end the mongoose's life within minutes. The mongoose, however, is not an ordinary mammal. It has evolved alongside venomous snakes and possesses partial resistance to certain snake venoms. More importantly, it has extraordinary agility. Every muscle is prepared to react in a fraction of a second. The cobra's hood remains fully expanded as it sways from side to side, trying to track the mongoose's movements. The mongoose responds with quick feints, darting forward and backward to test the snake's reaction speed. This psychological duel can last several minutes. The mongoose is looking for a weakness, while the cobra is waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In many encounters, this is the stage where the outcome is decided mentally before it becomes physical. A nervous mongoose may retreat, and a frightened cobra may attempt to escape. But if neither backs down, the silent encounter transforms into a deadly contest where one mistake could mean death. Number 6. The cobra's deadly warning. Realizing that the mongoose is not leaving, the spitting cobra escalates the confrontation. Unlike many snakes that rely solely on biting, the spitting cobra has a terrifying additional weapon. It can spray venom directly toward the eyes of its enemy. The snake raises the front of its body higher and aims with remarkable precision. Suddenly, a fine stream of venom shoots through the air. The mongoose instantly jerks its head away. Its survival depends on avoiding contact with the venom, which can cause intense pain, temporary blindness, and severe damage to the eyes. Even a brief moment of blindness could give the cobra the opportunity to deliver a fatal bite. The mongoose keeps moving constantly, making it difficult for the snake to aim accurately. The cobra may spit several times in rapid succession, trying to create confusion and force the mongoose into a defensive position. The mongoose responds by lowering its body close to the ground and weaving from side to side. This is where its incredible reflexes become obvious. It is not simply running randomly. It is reading the snake's posture and predicting the direction of the venom spray. This stage is exhausting for the cobra. Producing venom requires energy, and every missed shot reduces its reserves. The mongoose knows this and becomes more aggressive, inching closer after each failed attempt. The distance between them shrinks from several feet to only a few inches. Now the fight is no longer a warning display. The cobra has committed to using its deadliest defenses, and the mongoose has accepted the risk. The next phase will determine whether the snake can land a decisive strike or whether the mongoose can turn the battle in its favor. Number 5. Lightning reflexes. With the distance closing rapidly, the cobra abandons spitting and prepares to strike. Its body coils tightly, storing energy like a compressed spring. The mongoose freezes for a split second, every sense focused on the snake's head. Then the cobra explodes forward with astonishing speed. This is the moment that has made mongooses famous. The mongoose leaps sideways almost instantly, avoiding the strike by mere centimeters. Before the cobra can recover, the mongoose darts in and snaps at the snake's body, then retreats just as quickly. The attack is not intended to kill immediately. It is a test of timing and range. Again and again, the cobra strikes, and again, the mongoose evades. To a human observer, the movements appear almost impossible to follow. The mongoose relies on its exceptional reaction time and flexible spine to change direction in mid-motion. The cobra, meanwhile, is trying to predict where the mongoose will be rather than where it is. Each failed strike costs the snake precious energy. The repeated lunges force it to lift and extend its body over and over, while the mongoose uses much smaller bursts of movement. Gradually, the mongoose becomes bolder. It begins to attack from different angles, forcing the cobra to twist and turn constantly. The mongoose's thick fur also provides some protection. A shallow bite may not penetrate deeply enough to inject a lethal amount of venom. However, a direct bite to the face or limbs could still be fatal, so the mongoose cannot afford a single mistake. At this stage, the fight becomes a brutal contest of endurance and reflexes. The cobra still possesses the deadlier weapon, but the mongoose is proving that speed and agility can neutralize even a venomous predator. Number 4. The battle of endurance. Minutes of constant attacking and dodging begin to wear both animals down. The cobra's breathing becomes heavier, and its hood is no longer as fully expanded as before. The mongoose, though still energetic, is also burning valuable stamina. Neither can maintain this pace forever. The cobra changes tactics. Instead of launching repeated strikes, it holds its ground and waits for the mongoose to come closer. This is a dangerous strategy because a shorter strike requires less energy and is much harder to avoid. The mongoose senses the change and becomes more cautious. It circles the snake repeatedly, searching for an opening. Occasionally, it rushes in and bites the cobra's tail or lower body, inflicting small wounds. These bites are not immediately fatal, but they weaken the snake and increase blood loss. The cobra responds with sudden explosive strikes, forcing the mongoose to retreat. The psychological pressure is immense. The mongoose knows that one successful bite could end the fight instantly. The cobra knows that if it becomes too weak, the mongoose will eventually overwhelm it. Every movement is calculated, and every pause is filled with tension. As the battle continues, the cobra's reactions begin to slow. Its strikes are slightly less accurate, and it takes longer to return to a defensive posture. The mongoose notices this immediately. Predators are experts at detecting weakness, and the mongoose starts to shorten the distance between attacks. This endurance phase is often the turning point in real encounters. A healthy cobra can remain dangerous for a long time, but fatigue reduces its ability to aim, strike, and defend itself. The mongoose has survived the most dangerous moments of the fight, and now it is preparing for the final assault. Number 3. The critical mistake. Exhaustion finally forces the cobra into a mistake. As it turns to follow the mongoose's rapid movement, its head remains exposed for a fraction of a second. The mongoose reacts instantly. It lunges forward with incredible speed and grabs the snake near the neck. The cobra thrashes violently, twisting its body in an attempt to free itself. The mongoose releases its grip before the snake can bite back, then attacks again from another angle. This hit-and-run strategy prevents the cobra from getting a clear target while allowing the mongoose to inflict increasing damage. The snake's movements become more desperate. It tries to coil around the mongoose, but the mammal is too quick. Another bite lands near the back of the head, and this time the mongoose holds on longer. The cobra's hood collapses as it struggles to pull away. This is the most dangerous moment for both animals. The mongoose is close enough to be bitten, and the cobra is fighting for its life. Dust and grass fly into the air as the two predators roll across the ground. The mongoose uses its powerful jaws and sharp teeth to maintain pressure on the snake's neck while avoiding the fangs. The cobra's strength begins to fade. Its strikes become weaker, and its body loses coordination. The mongoose senses victory approaching and becomes even more aggressive, repeatedly targeting the head and neck. A single mistake from the cobra has changed the entire battle. What was once an evenly matched confrontation is now tilting heavily in favor of the mongoose. The snake still has the potential to deliver a final desperate bite, but its chances are rapidly disappearing. Number 2. The final struggle. The cobra is now badly injured, but it refuses to surrender. It makes one last desperate attempt to strike, lifting its head and opening its mouth wide. The mongoose jumps backward, avoiding the attack by inches, then immediately rushes forward again. This time the mongoose clamps its jaws firmly around the cobra's neck just behind the head. The snake writhes violently, its body whipping through the grass in powerful convulsions. The mongoose braces itself, using all of its strength to maintain the grip and prevent the cobra from turning its fangs toward the attacker. For several long seconds, the outcome remains uncertain. The cobra's body continues to twist and coil, but its movements are becoming less controlled. The mongoose adjusts its grip repeatedly, biting deeper and deeper until the snake's resistance begins to weaken. The cobra's hood is now completely collapsed, and its strikes have stopped. Only the body continues to move in fading spasms. The mongoose waits carefully, knowing that even a dying snake can still be dangerous. It does not release its hold until the cobra is no longer capable of fighting. This final struggle demonstrates the mongoose's extraordinary hunting strategy. Rather than relying on brute strength, it uses speed, precision, and patience to survive against a far more venomous opponent. The cobra fought with every weapon it possessed: venom, spitting, intimidation, and powerful strikes. But the mongoose gradually neutralized each advantage. The battle has pushed both animals to their limits, and only one remains standing. Number 1. The victor, mongoose. As the dust settles, the mongoose emerges as the winner of this fight to the death. The cobra lies motionless, defeated after a long and exhausting battle. The mongoose stands over its fallen opponent, breathing heavily but still alive. This victory is not guaranteed in every encounter. A well-placed cobra bite can kill a mongoose, and many mongooses are injured or killed while hunting venomous snakes. However, the mongoose has several advantages that give it the edge more often than not. Its lightning-fast reflexes allow it to evade strikes that would hit most animals. Its thick fur provides some protection against shallow bites, and its partial resistance to certain snake venoms increases its chances of survival if venom enters the body. The mongoose also possesses remarkable intelligence and patience. It does not rush blindly into danger. Instead, it studies the snake, forces it to waste energy, and waits for the perfect opportunity to attack the head and neck. This methodical approach turns one of the world's deadliest snakes into prey. The spitting cobra remains an incredible predator. Its venom is extremely dangerous, and its ability to spray venom accurately makes it unique among snakes. Against many other animals, the cobra would have a tremendous advantage. But against the mongoose, it faces an opponent specifically adapted for this kind of battle. In the end, survival belongs to the animal that combines speed, strategy, and endurance most effectively. The mongoose proves that intelligence and agility can overcome even the deadliest venom. This legendary rivalry is one of nature's greatest examples of evolutionary warfare, where both hunter and hunted have spent millions of years adapting to defeat each other.